Air is contained within the peninsula. We'll have to get that to be shoved in our direction to really fuel a lot of the storms that would otherwise occur. But since our atmosphere is already stable and somewhat on the cool side, that's going to be one factor that really inhibits a lot of rapid development of active storms. So when you hear about severe weather threat or marginal risk, it does exist. It's a non-zero risk. But I do believe the main impact that we'll have is times of rain. It could cause a good drenching for some areas, and it could get in the way of your morning plans. So right now, the moisture is available. That's why we have a lot of cloudiness, but it's a cool environment where we will still have at least a little disturbance that swings out of the plains, and that will help to ramp up the heavy rain coverage, which will begin to spread a little closer to the area during the morning time frame. And of course, the morning is when we usually have our coolest temperatures. That is another inhibiting factor in keeping the warmth at least mostly stuck across the peninsula, but the increasing moisture plus this low pressure disturbance, that will help to factor into the spread of rain that will not just be scattered to isolate, but more widespread and perhaps even heavy. By the afternoon, it starts to push more to the east across the coastal sections of Georgia and the Carolinas, and the timing is not great to really allow that warmth to intrude. I do think some areas, especially coastal offshore zones and the southeast Big Bend, can still have a couple thunderstorms, and some of the winds can be gusty with those storms. But the main impact, as mentioned, will be the spread of rain, which will be heavy at a time when the cool air will still be entrenched. Maybe into the morning and afternoon, that south wind gets across the Suwannee River area, so the timing of the rain and the onset of the warmth, that will be crucial in determining any kind of severe weather risk. I still think it's going to be pretty low, especially when you factor in some of the atmospheric energy. It's lacking somewhat. This is our exclusive storm energy model, which tends to show a low amount of overall atmospheric energy that will really cause a spark to start storms to build. It does increase a bit in the lower Suwannee Valley by the afternoon, but likely by then the bulk of the thunderstorms will be pushing off to the east. So there's just not really going to be the prime mix to really support a lot of severe weather. I would still believe that we could still have maybe one or two isolated storms, and even the storm strength index is very minimal across our region. So just be storm aware. Make sure you have our Storm Shield app through tomorrow, and especially if you're going to be out and about for those Christmas and holiday festivals tomorrow evening. I do think we'll be on the tail end of the heavy rain threat, but there still may